Yes, please. So can you tell us something about those errors which you are experiencing?
Yes, of course. I just 1 second. I It's the just 1 sec. Maybe I can share my screen or
Or else, can you read out the error, please? Hope this is happening on production, right?
yes, yes, on production.
Yeah.
Uh, just
Can
one
you
sec.
can you read that particular error? And this error is happening at which particular event? Or are you doing any CSV file upload, or is it through B2B?
Yeah, it's CSV upload of file upload.
Okay.
Uh, Maybe you can take someone else in the time that I prepare the error.
Or else, what I would suggest you, Rova, like you can share that particular error along with the
Sorry,
instance ID.
I see my colleague here on the call as well. Jimmy, can you hear us?
Okay, let me
Jimmy,
unmute
yeah,
him.
yeah, please.
Uh, Jimmy, you can unmute yourself and then ask your question about the error.
Yes, because I was on mute and impossible to speak. Hello, everybody. Yes, first, it was not on production because we are not yet succeeded to go in production. We are still in test, but because we have to test before to go to production, and when we upload in the test environment, we receive some errors though. So we have a lot of issues to succeed to upload the file first. Then we succeeded to do that, but we receive in our email some several errors. So sorry because I cannot share as well.
Mhm.
But it talk about notice of Epic's response type message. For example, they say the um, a object event fail. All changes in the event have been reverted. So,
Okay,
but we don't know exactly
got
why.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it, Jimmy. So can you drop an email to onboarding@tatmeen.ae along with
Yes.
your error snapshot, the entire error snapshot.
Yes.
If this is to CSV file upload, attach the CSV file as well. So one of our team members can check and then share the feedback probably by today end of the day.
Okay. So I will share the error and the file we upload as well if you
Yes.
don't mind. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. The error snapshot, the entire error snapshot, the CSV file which is causing the error, and if
Okay. Great.
possible, the user email ID who is experiencing the error. So these three information is sufficient enough for us
Okay.
to check and then share the feedback via email. And you need
Okay.
to drop an email to onboarding@tatmeen.ae.
Yes, okay. Well, to be honest, it's what I'm doing for 3 months now, but each time the answer was please refer to the process and so on. So to be
Uh-huh.
honest, I read several times the process and I watched several times as well your channel and so on, but still without any solution. So thank you if you can help us. Yes.
Yeah, thanks. We will once we receive your email, one of
Okay.
our any of our team members will check and then we will respond it accordingly.
Okay,
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jimmy. Thanks, Rola. Let's move on to the next caller. John, can you unmute yourself and then ask your question, please? John, can you unmute yourself and then ask your question, please?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, John.
Yeah, good morning. Actually, I have three concerns, two of which are errors in receiving in Tatmin
Uh-huh.
portal. First is this error or code EPC ID, then the code in the event doesn't exist. Does this mean that the provider or the vendor did not initiate the transfer in that mean?
Okay, so EPC ID, the event does not exist. It means that
Yes.
that particular item or the serial number is not reported on Tatmeen. However, user is trying to perform either packing or shipping or receiving anything else. So
Oh,
what activity you are performing? Um,
receiving items
you
from
are receiving
supplier.
it. Okay.
Yeah,
So since you are receiving it, what I can say is this particular EPC ID is not reported on Tatmeen.
that mean.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So from our side, in the pharmacy, we can't do anything if they have not initiated the transfer from the
See,
supplier.
the prerequisites for receiving the item successfully on Tatmeen is the serial numbers or the pallets. So that should be successfully shipped and status should be in transit. Okay. So if the
Okay.
status is shipped and in transit, then the receiver from the destination GLN should be able to receive the item successfully on Tatmeen. Since you are experiencing EPC ID does not exist, which means that the user have has not done a proper reporting, or user has done some reporting, and those and over there should be some other errors. Okay,
Okay. Because in from our side also, we cannot perform receiving, then we cannot do the dispensation as well
got it. Yeah,
because from the
that's the
start.
flow. Got it. So
Okay.
that
Yeah.
is the flow. So what I would suggest you is check if this particular item is properly reported successfully on Tatmeen. If the status of this particular item is shipped and in transit, then you are all good to receive this item on Tatmeen, please.
Okay. Thank you so for
Okay.
that. Second, the error is barcode, not just one compliant. This is the error when we are scanning the barcode sent by the supplier. But
Okay.
then when we are trying to enter the SSCC manually, it's going
Mhm.
through. So does this mean there is something wrong with the printed barcode from the supplier?
So you are experiencing this while scanning it,
Receiving as
or
well. Yeah,
sorry?
scanning the label. So for example, a box is having a label from the vendor.
Uh-huh.
So we are scanning it. The scanner is calibrated and we are receiving it from other, we are receiving items from other vendor using the same scanner. But this
Okay.
particular vendor, it
Mm-hmm.
mentions barcode, not just one compliant. But then
Mm-hmm.
when we entered the manual SSCC, it's going
Mm-hmm.
through the Tatmeen.
Okay. And which scanner you are using, John?
Wait.
Sorry?
This Vibra, it's one of the recommended or in the list from the Tatmeen
Mm-hmm.
website.
Okay. So, can you share this information to us via email? Because we will have to check what exactly the problem is. Is it with the barcode or is it with the scanner? So we will have to investigate on this particular barcode issue which you are highlighting here. And based on that, we will be sharing the update via email.
Okay, I will send the particular screenshot and the barcode also.
Yes,
And
please.
lastly, this is
Uh-huh.
still regarding the in-transit items. So we have been coordinating with the supplier since I think since late last year for the in-transit items. But
Mm-hmm.
apparently all the transfers are still pending, and they don't also know what to do with the transfers, and they're always telling that they're coordinating with onboarding how to go through with that one. But then when we raised it here in the call, you
Mm-hmm.
inform us of the two solutions: either they will cancel or we will receive the items and ship it back to them. But
Yeah.
then until now, like, we cannot just simply transfer them without any confirmation for them because the vendors or suppliers doesn't even know what to do with them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No, see, since you have the in-transit items, as you said earlier, either you will have to receive it or you will have to transfer them back. So these are the two applicable actions for the in-transit. Okay.
Yeah.
So I wanted to understand what is the blocker here, since you have some in-transit items and
We
for
wanted to know first, what are those items, the dates, what are the, because As you know, even controlled medications are now being transferred here. So
Okay.
if part of those SSCCs are having controlled medications, then
Mm,
we cannot just simply receive them without confirmation that we received the same item. Even
mm.
if we will transfer it through back to their GLN, still these are controlled medications. So we cannot just perform any function in the Tatmin because of like the specificity of the category of these drugs.
No, see, if the items are in transit, a notification is triggered to the Spock users. So based on that particular report, you can go ahead with you can go ahead with the receiving activity.
But
Uh,
we don't know the details of this because these are backlog transits or in transit from this vendor. And that at that time, we didn't even know that they're already transferring in that mean. And we are talking about, at least for our branch, around 200 to 300 lines in the Excel sheet. Some of the suppliers are being cooperative. They're trying to help us with the recent transfers, but not
mhm.
on the past and old ones. Since, as per them, they are still waiting information from your side as well in the onboarding.
Do you have any case number related to this particular query, John?
I have an ongoing email since for the past few days. I'm copying onboarding also, but then I'm not receiving because the thing in reality, we
Mm-hmm.
are coordinating with the vendors who are supplying items to us, but the vendor or the specific persons are not even aware how to do or how is the flow at that mean. Either they are hiring third party or
Mm.
it's a different department from their side that we cannot
Okay.
directly contact.
Okay. So, can you share that particular case number with me?
I'm not sure if there's still an active case number. I'll just send a new email, but I'll use the old trail
Okay.
and I'll just put the updated in transit file so that at
Yeah.
least we have the updated or the latest file from Tatmin only.
Yeah, sure. So that would
Mm,
be helpful. So
mm.
because that particular email would help us to know the history, what is the exact situation you are facing, and based on that, we will come back with some other suggestions for you.
Okay, I'll just send an email. Lastly, is there an option not to receive the EPCIS email every time we are doing a transaction in Tatmin or no? Because we are doing the website recipient at the moment, and every time we do receiving dispensation, we are receiving the EPCIS automatic email, I think, from Tatmin.
Are you saying about the EPCS response notifications?
Yes, yes, correct.
Yeah, so these notifications are enabled few weeks back. So whoever the user triggers or submit the particular event, he will be receiving these notifications.
But from our side, we don't have to do anything from that one. It's just like a
No,
notification that we did this
yeah,
particular
correct, correct,
command.
correct,
Okay.
absolutely. That's only a notification which will give you a clarity on the status, whether the triggered event is a success or failure or any other status.
Okay, okay, no problem. Thank you so
Okay,
much for your answer.
yeah,
Have a good one.
thanks. Thanks,
Thank you.
John. Bye bye. Preeti, can you unmute yourself, please? Preeti, can you unmute yourself? Preeti, are you able to hear us? Okay, so let's move on to the next caller. Amro Selim, can you unmute yourself and ask your question, please?
Hello, hi.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. So I just have a question regarding if I'm using the B2B or using a service provider to ship through Tatmeen
Mhm.
using an APCIS file. Sometimes when I recheck use the SSCN on the Tatmeen portal using my account it's not verified through the product verification. So
Okay.
is this because that I cannot verify, or is this because that the shipment didn't go through on the B2B portal?
Um, okay, you are doing the product verification through B2B, is it?
No, the product verification, I'm doing it through my account, but I'm shipping or I'm triggering the event through the B2B portal.
Okay, so you can trigger the product verification. However, through B2B, you will be only able to verify the product, but it won't retrieve the product hierarchy via B2B. At this moment, the API doesn't have that particular functionality.
So I'm only able to view the product hierarchy through the Tatmeen port, as in like the
Yes,
account
as of
that I
now,
have in the
the product
platform.
hierarchy can be viewed only through the Tatmeen portal. And for B2B, yes, in order to retrieve the product hierarchy, our internal teams are reviewing that particular scenario, how best we can implement it, and we are yet to hear more updates on that. In case if you are looking to verify the product via B2B, you can verify it via B2B, and the product hierarchy won't reflect. However, the product hierarchy can be only viewed via Tatmeen portal. Okay.
And one more question. If I'm uploading, I had one error showed up for one EPTIS file. It was an aggregation event error. So the parent ID was aggregated in a different time. This caused an issue in the whole file. But the question is, if this was only with one SSCN, will this affect all the other SSCNs in the same IPSIS file? So the whole thing will be rejected, or will
Uh,
it just let through the correct ones?
okay. If I understand your question correctly, you are doing an aggregation and you are getting some error on a particular SSCC. And due to this particular error, the entire file or the entire bunch of SSCCs are getting failed.
Yes, but it shows me that they are successful, but at the end it shows me an error due to an aggregation, a wrong aggregation event.
Yeah. So I don't think so. Initially, it will show as a successful. You will have to, if since you are doing a B2B, you can verify the status of that particular triggered event via message status query. So message status query will share the status of that particular triggered event, and if the status is success, then it will show up the successful message. If the status is errored out, and it will capture the error message. So since in your case, one of the SSCC during the aggregation has failed, then you can consider it saying the entire file has failed, and you will have to either address that particular error, or if you need further assistance, then you will have to reach out to us for the further feedback on that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Let's move on to the next caller. Abdul Wajid,
Yes,
can
hi.
you unmute yourself, please?
Yes, hi, good morning. I
Good
just have a
morning.
yes, I have a question here. We are trying to send a CSV file through Tatmeem. However, we are getting an error. One of the error what I found was GTNI code is not with zero that we are trying to fix it. But however, there is one error what we have is our CMO has applied for LSP with two different LSP numbers, but we have just one CSV file. As per the Tatmeem's email, that we will not be able to put two LSP in one CSV file. Is there any other way to go ahead and do it, because we have already paid for the permits?
I think you logged a case with us, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I think our team members has already shared on the feedback. Um, I think since you are looking for a multiple permit numbers in the same CSV file,
Yes.
and this implementing or updating the multiple permit numbers in the same CSV file is not possible at this moment in Tatmeen portal. Okay.
Okay.
So as of now, you will have to use only one file per permit number.
All right. Is there a possibility to, have an alternate LSP number for it, only for few transactions, so that we can go? However, we are checking with MOH if we can upload two invoices to get one LSP number. We are checking with that MOH. For currently, we have around four or six files which we have done like that. Is it possible to have any kind of alternate which we can get it? Or
Like actually, we did tried replicating this particular scenario in our systems. Okay, since we have this particular case with us for a few days, and unfortunately, this particular scenario did went through. It means that the system won't accept this particular multiple permit numbers.
okay.
Okay, so as of now, you will have to go with a single permit number per file, and that will give you the successful results.
Then I will check with MOH if we can, do some alteration in regards to the charges and everything. Then I can re-upload it again.
No, I didn't get your question, please.
Then I will speak to the MOH and check, if we can get or if we can get any kind of a permit number only for these transactions, to upload the files. Because
Okay,
we have
but
already paid for
can I know
yes.
why you are looking to upload two different two multiple permit numbers in a single file? Is there any specific reason for this, please?
Yes, yes. So basically, what we are doing is we are generating two invoices as a MAH. One
Mm-hmm.
is for the FOC and one is for the net supplies,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that we can have a proper accounting into our system,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we are creating two invoices for that reason.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we give the two invoices to our CMO to apply for the LSP,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the two LSP numbers are created.
Mm. Okay. Okay. All right. Since you have the feedback now, based on that, you can proceed further, I feel. And if you have any further questions, then feel free to reach us.
Sure. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Opal. Let's move on to the next caller, Shushmita. Can you unmute yourself?
Hello.
Hi, Shushmita. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Bharadwaj. I have few queries.
Okay.
You were mentioning like we can do the product verification through B2B.
Yeah.
May I know the API for that?
Okay, so as of now, the API is not published on the Postman collection. However, you have the examples in our technical documentation. So using that, you can perform the product verification.
Okay. And is there any way where we can get the details of instance identifier? Like what are the items which is attached to a particular instance identifier? Because when we do a message query, we only get the response of that instance identifier.
Okay.
So do we have any way where we can get what was the input passed?
I think it seems like you are asking for a report kind of an format, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, can you elaborate more on this particular question, please? Because you are asking for a particular instance identifier, you would need the details of that. So
Yeah,
it means you are looking for what are the SGTs, SSCCs, lot
yeah,
number. Is that something like that?
yeah.
Okay. No, as of now, we do not have any, we don't have such kind of an possibility for a particular instance identifier where we can get all the information. Okay. However, if a user performs the product verification via portal, they will be able to see the product hierarchy. So that would be sufficient enough to see the associated SGTs and then the serial numbers for that particular SSCC. Okay, so that is the only option available as of now. So for to answer your question, for a particular instance identifier, is there any kind of a report format? No, we do not have as of now in Tatmeen, Sushmita.
So, because I fell into a issue where I want to cancel a shipment,
Yeah,
and there were multiple instance identifier which was involved. So
yeah,
I do have one instance identifier which I could successfully cancel it, but
yeah.
there is one more item which needs to be cancelled, but I am not able to find the identifier for that. But I know what is the item.
So are you saying about the case number which we discussed yesterday, and
Yesterday,
the feedback
yes,
is being shared
yes,
from our
yes,
side today in the morning? So is
yes.
that working fine?
Yes, that is working fine. I could cancel the 15, and when I have two, there were three transactions, three shipments. Out of that, I have the instance identifier for the two transaction. But
Mm.
the one which I'm not able to find was done on 5th of March, and there was no email notifications also on that day. So I am not able to track that identifier.
Okay. So in that case, please share that information with us via email. We will check in the system because when a user submits or reports on Tatmin, we will be receiving such information. So if you need the list of items for a particular instance identifier, the best person is the user, the B2B user who has submitted that particular request file. Okay, so since you have a lot of files or there are a lot of reporting work is being done, so you can share that in that information, the SLCCs or SGTs which you are trying to cancel, where you do not have a valid instance identifier. I will check in the system and then I will share that relevant information to you.
Yeah, I have actually already shared an email in the morning today
Okay,
regarding that. Yeah. So
okay,
my one, yeah, I
sure.
have one more query.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, same, the similar one. Is there any way where we can see the successful shipment instance identifier? No, right? Because because it's done through B2B, we don't have that details in the portal as well. These identifiers are unique.
Yes, the thing is the shipping events which are submitted or created by B2B, it won't reflect on Tatmeen portal. Okay, so however, the status of this shipping event can be validated by a responsible support user through the message log. So over there, you can see the traces of the instance identifier, and support user can log in into the admin portal, and he can verify whether the shipping event is success or failed. So that kind of an provision is being given for the shipping events which are submitted via B2B. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And B2B user can verify the status as usual via message status query. So these are the two available options as of now.
Okay, I would appreciate if you can give us this identifier level details also, so that it will
Yes,
be easy for us to
yes,
track.
sure, sure. So anyone from our team members would be looking into this, and then we will be sharing the instance identifier for your information.
Thank you so much. And
Yeah.
one more thing, yesterday I asked you regarding that automatic pulling of data after the unpacked event. Did you get any information on that?
Not at Sushmita, that is still in our inbox. We will check and then we will let you know. We didn't get a chance to discuss on that particular case. Hopefully by today, we will share that information to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr.
Yeah.
Rutraj.
Thanks, Sushmita. Bye.
Bye.
Let's move on to the next caller. Gulf Drug. Can you unmute yourself? Gulf Drug.
So, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, actually, my question is to you. Like last week, I raised a ticket regarding this in transit list.
Okay.
So, as we are getting circular from your side, from Mohab team,
Mm-hmm.
so in this we have many SGTNs,
Okay.
and I spoke to Mr. Nabil. He said to me that you can do the dispensing if you sold out some items to the
Mm-hmm.
customer.
Mm-hmm.
So, like through SGTNs. I I cannot see, like I don't have the details of batch and expiry. So how it would be, like how I can perform, because as GTN number and serial number that I have.
Okay.
So
I think for that, you will have to go to the product verification screen, and then you will have to provide your either SSCC or the SGTN and serial number. So using that, you will be, I think it should be able to fetch you the lot number for that particular SSCC or SGTN. You will have
yeah,
to follow that particular process. I remember last week I shared you for one of the GTN that the lot number is being shared.
yeah, I saw.
Yeah. So you're talking about the same case number?
No, the other one, like I have, as I told you, I have nearly 500 ZTNs. So I
You
want
mean to
to
say
clear it out.
500 SGTNs or 500 serial numbers?
500 SGTNs.
I think 500 SGTNs means you're supporting some 500 products. What I am assuming, what I'm thinking, you should be having 500
Yeah, yeah,
500 serial
500.
numbers.
No, 500 items, like
Yeah,
serial
correct.
number.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
500 serial number. For all the serial
exactly.
numbers, GT number will be common, but serial number will differ.
Okay, and the batch and expiry.
Batch and expiry, if you have that, you can share the snapshot of at least 5 serial numbers. Let me verify for that particular GTIN what is the lot number, and then I will share it across for you. But the best part is you will
Okay,
have to go through the product verification where you can get that information.
uh, okay. So, okay, no issue. I'll share that list to you,
Yeah,
and if possible, you can share me those all
all right,
details so I can go through.
sure. Okay, okay.
And also, like in transit list, we are not able to see dates. Like how we can identify that this SSC belongs to this date, and we don't even know, like more supplier, like they are shipping blindly, like they have treated normal shipment, but still they are doing the same thing. They are commissioning and they are doing shipping.
No, I didn't understand your question properly. In the in-transit file, are you expecting dates means what dates you are expecting, please?
Like we are receiving some new shipment also. So once
Okay,
we receive, that SSC will not show in list. So we have, like recently SS, like we have 1 year before, 1.5 year before, we have many
okay,
SSCs, like our
mm-hmm.
supplier shipped to us.
Okay.
So that we need to identify, like according to date. So that date also, like we're not getting in the sheet.
Okay, you mean to say in the in-transit report,
Yeah, this,
the shipping event date is not available.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. I think it's a good feedback. I would say we will raise this internally, and then we will have to check whether we can bring this particular shipping event date in the report, because this would be an customization for us as of now. So
Exactly.
based on the internal feedback, we will have to take the next steps. Okay,
Okay.
so what I would suggest you is please drop an email regarding this in-transit report where the shipping event dates are needs to be incorporated. We will forward this particular feedback from your side to the internal teams, and then we'll come back.
Fine.
But if it is a customization, then it will take some time based upon the internal change management approvals. We will have to take step by step.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
Thank you so much. Let's move on to the next caller. Sadat, Sadat, can you unmute yourself, please? Sadat, can
Yeah,
you unmute yourself?
yeah, unmuted. Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, there is a two dot. One is in transit. We want to know we already dispatched some items in some customers, but we don't. We want to know this already delivered or not. Okay. Second things, actually customer GLN code. Okay.
Mhm.
In Tatmeen, where we can find it, it's already the GLN code is active or not, or it's in still valid, or these two conditions very difficult to here find it.
Okay, so you wanted to know the particular GLN whether it
Yeah.
is active or not on Tatmeen.
Yes. The example, Aster, there is a GLN code. I just want to select some items to Aster, but
Mm-hmm.
if you go in our side with uploading, then Tatmeen is getting error from GLN code is wrong. This we
Okay.
want to confirm this GLN code. That means our registered Tatmeen, sorry, GLN code is both are matching.
Okay.
Yeah. Where we can find it, this actually any option in
So if as a user, if you log into Tatmeen portal, there
okay.
would be a tab Master Data and Partner Display.
Okay. One
Okay.
second.
Master data, partner display. So over here, the GLNs which are associated to the Spock user will display here. So over there, the GLN, whether this is active or expired or whatever the relevant status, it will capture here in this particular page.
Okay. And one more thing, our third party is in Quinta. Okay. It's actually they're uploading to some dispatching items in Quinta. Sorry, Tatmeen.
Mm-hmm.
It's already server. Already, try to install in 10:50, 10 o'clock in morning. Up to now,
Okay.
it's showing in this as a processing.
Can you come back with your question again? I didn't understand your question actually. Can you ask your question again?
Yeah, actually, we are using there is a software in Kinta in third party. Okay,
Okay.
these third party tools we completely GLN code and serial number uploading to in Tatmeen.
Okay.
Morning it's working fine. Okay, one invoice, and
Mm-hmm.
suddenly it's struck in morning 10 o'clock. After
Mm-hmm.
the process still in holding in Tatmeen.
Okay. In that case, I think you are since you are using a third party,
Yeah,
you are triggering this through B2B,
yeah,
if I'm not wrong.
yeah.
I don't think so. There is an issue with connecting to Tatmeen. Because if there is any issue, then multiple users would have been reached out to us saying the B2B connectivity is not working as expected or something has really failed because you are the only caller raising this particular point. What I would suggest is check if the third party tool or
We
wherever you
already
are
mail in
trying to
that,
connect.
but I
That
didn't
is
get that the replay. I already forwarded the details in our third party.
okay.
Okay.
Uh, so what is that? Can you able to say about the error which you are experiencing?
This actually it's showing in here 101 message accepted from Tatmeen processing. Message status can be viewed only message status in query. This is our third party tool. It's showing the message.
Okay. Okay, I got it. After since you read this particular message, the B2B user has triggered the request, and Tatmeen has accepted that request,
Yeah.
and the B2B user will have to trigger message status query. So as you said, the message status query. So message status query will capture the status as success or failure.
Okay.
Okay, so the message status query is the API is available in Postman collections on Tatmeen website, tatmeen.ee. So please ask your B2B user
Okay.
to connect to tatmeen.ee for the Postman collections.
Okay. Okay. I already mailed actually, but I just want to.
Okay, okay, all right.
So one more question, please, if you don't mind. I'm also with Sadat. Actually, if we have tried dispatching directly an SSC code from Tatmeen,
Okay.
and it is and the customer, when they check in Tatmeen, it shows us already in received status, though they have not received. So this error, how can we rectify it? Because uh, yes, you got my question.
Yeah, I got your question. You are doing what activity you are doing, please?
Dispatching, dispatch, shipping.
You're doing shipping and you are experiencing error saying
Yeah,
what?
we are shipping an SSC from Tatmin directly, not using third party, because we tried this once, and the customer is not able to receive it when they check, validate that SSC in their Tatmin portal. The message that they are receiving is already in received status. They haven't received actually, but the message is already in received status.
Okay. Can you share that particular error snapshot to onboarding.tatmin.e? We will check and then give you the feedback.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's move on to the next caller. Cluster.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, we have checked the product recall documentation.
Mhm.
So we have seen like the product recall that event is done by some MAs who hold the market license for the products. So
Okay.
once they recall the product, maybe these products will be in different GLNs now. Maybe they will be having shipped. So any other successive events are there?
No, your question is not clear, Cluster. Can you elaborate
If
properly?
the product is recalled by the MOHAB, and this
Mhm.
event will be done by the licensing agent, right?
The initiation of the event?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it can be done by the licensor or by MOHAP also.
Correct. Okay. So in that time, if the item is distributed throughout the GLNs, what the GLNs have to do, like for example, if it is in the pharmacy, what they have to do, they have to do a return, or they can also do some part of this product recall events.
So basically, when product recall happens, dispensation will not be allowed. So when pharmacy will be delivering this or dispensing this, they will receive an error that product recall is in process or approved, right? So physically, what you need to do, that is Mohab's call. Mustafa, if you want to add something on
Yeah,
that.
hi, this is Mustafa. I'm the functional lead here. Currently, the way the batch and product recalls are handled, right? So outside that means, so you are going to basically follow the same process. The idea is that, okay, you have an item under recall. So for example, now you have to send it back to the license agent or the distributor, all the supply chain partners, right? So notification is going to be sent out to the supply chain partners having these items in their possession. At the same time, the distributor or the product owner, basically, they need to, manage these recalls. And if they are required to be sent back to distributor, then they are sent back, right? They're shipped back to the distributor. And then once all the required recall processing is done outside that mean, then the product owner is required to complete these recalls or report the completion of these recalls in that mean.
Okay, so in that stages, the pharmacy or the warehouse should not report anything to Tatmeen, right? They have to just ship.
So,
Or the moving of these items have to be reported. That's what the query is.
yeah, so moving of these items need to be reported. Anything which is required by your current process, which you do for recalls, that needs to be reported. What do you do in your current process? Let me ask you this question. So once there is a recall,
Yeah.
you are in pharmacy, you have a recall. So what do you do physically or operationally with these particular products?
Probably they will be moving back to the vendor, like it will be moving back to the vendor.
Perfect.
It cannot be
Perfect.
reported as damaged or it cannot be reported as lost, right? So it will be moving back to the vendor. So we have to
And-
report it accordingly to the Tatmeen.
Yes. So this is exactly what I'm trying to get to. Currently, operationally, whatever you do, you need to report it to Tatmeen. So if you are basically sending it back to the distributor or a vendor, you are to that particular location. So you have to basically report that shipment of these items in Tatmeen.
Okay. Okay. One more query, sir.
Yes, please go ahead.
Suppose we have received one shipping with 100 GLNs and outside pallet there is one SSCC. Okay, it's from outside the country and it is properly reported and came through the processes to our warehouse location. So when we have doing the unpack event, we realize that there are 2 GTINs which is missing in the SSCC.
Okay.
But just by counting. Okay, at that time, what we have to do the action, it's like lost. If it is a lost to be reported to the Tatmeen, we should understand the serial number. Since we are B2B, we don't know the serial numbers of the lost product. How we will be reporting to this to Tatmeen?
Okay, so basically, your first question is, how do I find out what is there, right, in that particular SSCC, right? So that's what you're trying to get to.
SSCC is with us, but the SSCC holds 100 GTINs. So we cannot report like lost of this SSCC. Instead of that, we have to report 2 SGTINs, which is lost, right? So in that case, how we will be reporting this?
So there is a feature called product verification. You are going to use product verification for that particular parent logistics unit. And then you can drill down and look at the hierarchy of that particular parent logistics unit. And then you can identify whatever is physically not showing what is being shown virtually or electronically in Tatmeen. So whatever is lost, you will be able to see the SG10 of those particular products, that these products are missing. Now, that's one point, right? So it's the second question which you had was, do you need to report a loss for these particular SG10? So I can answer that also, but let me ask you, is the first answer clear?
Yeah, it's clear. But as a B2B, we have to go request SPOC, right? To get these SGTINs, right?
As a Spock or as any logistics user, who's created for the mobile and portal can see this information. They can see the product verification and hierarchy.
Okay, so only with the help of them only we can report this as a lost. That's the only query. Like B2B cannot directly involve in this, right?
So I have not even gone to the loss part. I have only answered the product verification part. I will go to the loss part. But I want to understand you understand the answer on product verification. Is that clear?
Product verification with SPOC portal, yes, we do understand because
Okay.
We have already checked that.
we have verified that one. But the problem is, since we are B2B, we have to request it to the specific person to move around and to verify what are the products. That's why.
And you can create you can get a mobile portal user created for you, right? So Spock can create a mobile portal user for you also. So it's just a logistics user. If they agree that you should be able to see that information on portal, right?
Fine. Okay.
Okay. So this is first part. The second part is whether you should be reporting as a loss, right? Now this comes down to, so Tatmeen is providing you these these different statuses and these different business processes, but this comes down to you as a supply chain partner to your operations, how you want to handle this. And I'll tell you multiple ways of how you can handle it, right? First, how you can handle it is once you do the product verification and they are missing SGTINs there, and you basically say, okay, these are missing, and physically, I mean, you open the box and you say, okay, these are missing, then this is between you and your supply chain partner. Either you just not accept the receiving of these items, right, for the whole shipment.
The problem is, sir, since it is
I'm
coming from abroad, it will
okay.
be the costing of the return shipping or with the lost of these two items will be very different, I guess. So better to,
Understood.
yeah.
Understood. Your point is well understood. I'm for the benefit of everyone here. I'm just giving different options, right? I understand this is coming from abroad, and returning these by not receiving them, and the sender basically canceling this shipment. That's one option. The other option is you receive them and you do a return shipment, that of return shipment of not the whole all the items, just basically those items, right? You basically
Okay.
unpack and electronically return those two items to
Okay,
the shipping party. And the third option is basically you report as loss, as you said, right? So this is also everything is possible, from any of these three options are possible.
Okay, understood, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
No problem. So Bhardwaj, I need to show something. Let me connect also from my laptop. For the industry, there is a point which Mohab wants us to show in this meeting.
Okay.
Just give me a second. Yes. Yes. All right. So there are some enhancements in the system, which we have done, to make the messaging more useful and easy to search, right? So this is what I wanted to show here. So if you are doing the reporting from the mobile or portal, as a user, obviously you can go to the message log to understand, whether a particular message is successful or failed. Especially for the file upload, when we are doing the file upload, right? And you must have seen that file upload, when you go through the process here, it says that the file has been accepted by Tatmeen. So please note, when it says file has been accepted, that doesn't mean that it is successful. Acceptance of the file by Tatmeen platform is one thing, and successfully processing it is another thing, right? This is for commissioning I'm talking about. So you must go to the message log and you must see whether it was successfully processed or not, right? So here if you look at this particular line, we have added here a reference number column. And this reference number column is for different processes. So you will see it in commissioning, you will see it in receiving, you will see it in shipping, right? And what it is it's the reference number where you can search on. So here for commissioning, it is the permit number, right? So for example, this particular permit we're talking about, I want to see all the messages related to this particular permit, right? And see what happened. So if you can see on my screen, I had multiple errors here, and then there were successes related to this particular permit, right? So this is basically I'm talking about when you are as a portal or mobile user, you're doing it, and then you can. This is how you can search. If a B2B user is sending out the messages, so now we have turned on the functionality of the B2B user receiving a success or a failure email from Tatmeen platform. So the email address attached to that particular B2B user will be able to receive and see these email addresses of successes and failures. In addition to that, the support user. So I'm just going to go to like a particular support user. So this is a support user right now I have in the quality environment. And support user can see, you can basically go to the message log, and as a support user, you can be a support user for multiple B2B users, right? So here, all those users will be listed. Now, this support user is a support user for this particular user here. So I select the user. So it will show all the B2B messages here. As a support user, again, I can filter on that particular permit, so to speak, to see what happened to that particular message, whether it was a B2 from B2B point of view, whether it was a successful or a failure message. So this is the enhancement which we have implemented, and it will make it more easy for the industry to now track what is happening to their messages. Right. So that's about it. But you can continue.
Okay, thanks, Mustafa. Thanks for sharing this. Cluster, is there anything else? Any further questions you have?
Nothing, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bala, can you unmute yourself, please?
Hi, good afternoon. This is Bala.
Good afternoon.
I am from a system integrated side. Okay, one of our customer in Abu Dhabi, they want to do integration with Tatmeen. Okay, just want to understand what is the process involved for doing integration. Okay, and it is the right platform for asking this type of questions.
Okay, so since you wanted to connect Tatmeen via integration, so the best approach is through B2B, and you can verify the postman collections of Tatmeen on the Tatmeen.ae website. So using those APIs, you can perform the integration and you can connect to Tatmeen. So this is the steps I can confirm you as of now. And in order to establish a connection, the prerequisite is you should have a B2B user, an active B2B user, and the B2B user will have to get registered and then obtain the registration. You need to perform the registration and get it approved for the developer portal. So these are the simple steps I could say for the B2B user, where he can connect to the main via integration process.
Okay, so this developer portal, I can register. I have to ask customer to do the registration, and they have to get their details.
No. No,
he is integrator, so customer he will use the customer details.
Okay.
So as an integrator, you cannot do anything from your user. You need to use the customer user, because everything that you do is checked against the master data, which is linked to the customer.
Okay. So I have to approach you via customer for all the permissions, API calls,
yes,
credentials, everything.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very
much. Thank you. Remy, can you unmute yourself, please?
Hi, hello.
Hi.
Good morning. Yeah, we are doing in a process of integrating, as Bala said, for our hospitals. And we have tested the APIs for the dispense SGTI and API. So we are getting an error like company prefix is not valid. But we have given the GLN number provided from the during the onboarding process. We got this GLN number and we have added that, but we are getting some errors. So I don't know it's a right platform to check with these things also, but
Okay,
we are stuck actually.
since you are getting a company prefix error, the URN format which you have passed in the request file is incorrect. Probably you will have to check the company prefix is a valid one or not. If it is a valid, then you should not receive this such kind of an error. So what I would say is the URN format, the company prefix which you are passing in your request file should be incorrect. Kindly cross-check the company prefix for that particular GLN, and then you can retry. If you are still experiencing the same error, then you can drop an email to onboarding@tatmeen.ae. We will check and then come back to you.
Actually, from from staging we got that this GLN number. So the same thing only we are using, but still one company prefix does not exist like that one 6294018.
Yeah, so that is what. So you're passing this through URN format, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the URN format should have the separations, and if this separations is not done as expected, then you are supposed to get this kind of an error.
And one more error, decoding of code. This is also because of the same case only, or
So
hello?
the decoding of code is also something related to the same error. Okay.
This error because of that read point value which we are giving is wrong, right?
Yes. So the other point is the company prefix which we are talking now should be available on Tatmeen portal. If the company prefix does not exist at all, then you are supposed to receive such kind of an error.
No, Tatmeen portal we check, but the same thing only they registered. Because we log in and check in the Tatmeen portal, the same prefix only they were also using.
Okay. So can you send that particular snapshot, please?
Yes, means in the mail or
yeah, in the email. What I would say is either the URN format, which whatever you have passed is incorrect, or the company prefix is not available on Tatmin. So these are the two probable reasons for triggering these error. So we will let you know what is causing the issue on staging, and based on the feedback, you can take the next steps.
okay.
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 Thank you.
This yes, one more doubt. Actually, this
Yes, please.
SDTA and SSCC. These two difference can you? Yeah, this SSCC and SDTA.
Yeah. Can you ask your question properly?
Yeah, SGTAN and SSCC. In which criteria we need to use the both difference? Can you please tell? Because we are using the hospital from pharmacy to hospital. We are transferring that medicines. So in this case, dispense method we need to use SGTIN or SS.
Okay, so SGTNs are something like an child items in your request file, and SSCCs are the parent body objects. So you will have to aggregate these SGTNs in SSCC, and then you will have to ship it. So the difference is something like this. SGDNs are something like an uh, individual units,
Right.
and SSCCs are kind of a pallets.
Pallets. Okay. Okay, thank you.
If you go to the Moab serialization guide, right? So there you'll be able to see, how you need to serialize these items, right? So pallet is always SSCC, and a saleable unit is always an SG10, right? Now, bundle or a shipper case, although they are logistics units, you can have either an SSCC or SG10 for these. And then, obviously the SG10 has a, product master data at the back of it, right? So all the attributes related to that particular item, those attributes are in product master. SSCC doesn't have any product master.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And we will raise one, we will send one mail
Sure, please.
for that company code.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. Lebanon, can you unmute yourself and ask your question? Can you ask your question, Lebanon? Lebanon, we are unable to hear you. Okay, let's move on to the next caller. We are unable to hear you, Lebanon. Let us complete the next caller and then we'll come back again. Jabina, can you unmute yourself?
Hello, can you
Hi.
hear me?
Yes, please.
Actually, I have sent you one email regarding, we are from drugstore, okay? So we have a customer plus international medical center, which is
Okay.
accepted from registering to Tatmeen. It's a medical center.
Okay, so this your query is on the registration process.
No, not registration. Actually, we need to sell medicines which is coming through Tatmeen to a exempted customer. So what is the procedure we need to do? That is what I am asking.
Can you repeat your question, please?
We have one customer which is exempted to register through Tatmeen.
Okay.
We need to send some items which is coming through Tatmeen to our store to that customer.
You said you are a medical store, right? You're
Yes,
a distributor?
we are a drugstore.
Okay.
We already registered in Tatmeen and we are selling medicine to pharmacies.
Okay.
Pharmacies and medical centers also.
Okay. And you're saying there's an exempted customers. Now
Yes.
that exemption, who has decided on that? How did you determine that they are exempted? Is it by
Actually,
Mohab?
they got one email from Tatmeen, I think. I will forward you that email also. I already sent that mail.
Okay.
So can you tell me?
Yeah. So we'll look into the email and come back to you. So the point is, see, the thing is, if the supply chain is broken, now obviously if the somebody is not onboarded, right? So I wouldn't you for me, I would want to understand like how the exemption is happening, but then we can reply back in the email. But I'm just saying, if the supply chain is broken, then how do you get rid of these items, right? So we have to go back to Mohap on this. First, we have to understand like how the exemption is being given, and then there are processes which we can talk about that you can use, but let us first get a green light from Mohap on this. First, let us look at this particular email and understand the exemption.
Okay, I'll send you now. You just reply in this session.
No, I cannot reply back on the session in the session. We have to discuss it with Mohab. But you have sent the email. Let me just check here.
Do you have the
already.
case number, please?
Sorry?
Do you have the case number?
No, I didn't get any case number also. I just sent an email to onboarding@tatmeen.ae yesterday. Can you check mhassan@ibms.co?
Yesterday, is it?
Yesterday.
The email is from your email, the same Jabina.
No. M Hassan at ibms.com. Hello?
Yes, please. M Hassan.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I see it. 1 minute. Okay, I think there is a response from us asking to provide an explanation why there is an exemption.
Okay.
So is there any, after that, we don't see any response. There is an email from Hassan, as you said, our customer, Plus International Medical Center. He is exempted from registering Tatmeen system, so they are purchasing some item. And for this, we responded yesterday around 5:45 p.m. to give the explanation why this is exempted, please.
Okay.
So is there any specific reason for the exemption? So that is what we are trying to understand here.
What about Red Crescent? Do they
So-
have charity foundations?
No, I didn't understand. What is that?
If we are sending to charity foundations, is there any exemption?
Charity foundation.
Yeah, so if you can please reply back to the email, right? So then we can discuss it with Mohab.
Yes, sir, of course.
Yeah, just exactly, what's the nature of their work, and then we can go back to Mohab and understand it better, and then we will also tell you how you need to process these items, because now the items would need to get decommissioned, right? So we will come back to you exactly how you need to report these items on Tatmeen.
Okay, fine. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bharat, can you unmute yourself, please? Bharat. Bharat, can you ask your question?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Yes. I actually have three things I would like to ask about. First of all, I heard like some people talking about notifications from Tatmeen portal. So we are not receiving any notifications from Tatmeen portal. So are we supposed to receive notifications in case of any errors?
Yes. So let me reply back to that question first.
Yeah.
Before doing that, let me ask you, are you reporting using Tatmeen mobile and portal, or are you doing this reporting through your system with B2B connectivity?
No, B2B.
B2B connectivity. Good. So
Yes.
now the B2B user which you have, that B2B user has an email address, right? That email address, have you checked? Are you receiving any notification from Tatmeen on successes or failures of these B2B reporting messages which you are sending to Tatmeen?
No, we are not receiving anything on that email.
And you have checked that, that particular email which I'm talking about, that same B2B email which is associated with the B2B user, you are checking that email, right?
Yes, we are checking that email, and we are not receiving anything on that email.
Can you give us the email address?
Your email address. Okay, I can share it on chat. I'll put it in.
Yeah, please.
On the chat.
That is disabled for him.
I think.
Wait 1 minute.
Just a second.
Just 1 minute. Enable the chat. Can you put the email address in the chat, please?
Yes, sure, but yeah, okay, now it's yes, okay, that's the email.
This is the B2B user, right?
Yes.
Okay. And when is the last time you did commissioning from this one? Any idea?
No, I'm not sure. No, actually, commissioning.
So what the messages that you are doing from B2B, when was the last message you did from this user? Any idea?
No, we are not getting any messages about
this. This is not B2B user, this is POC. Okay. So messages will be received from the integration user from which you are doing the integration. You will not receive the message to the SPOC. You will receive to the email address which is used in the communication.
Okay, is it clear for you? Like, can you give us that email, because maybe we're not aware of this email?
No, but this email should be coming from you, right?
So you mean like those notifications are already sent to that email of the B2B user?
Yeah, so you need to tell me what is the B2B user you are using. Because email will go out to the B2B user. The user who does the transaction, that user gets the email notification.
All right, so it's fine. Now it's clear. It's
Okay.
clear now.
If you still need information, just you can email to onboarding with the email address, and we can give a screenshot also for your reference that these are the emails that went out.
Sure. All right. My another concern is about the recordings of the weekly meetings. For me, I'm not able to see them. I asked before about it. They told me it's a chat, but I'm not able to find it even in chat.
Is their mistake? I don't know.
Bara, like every week we are sharing the meeting recordings in the chat. So you will have to explore the chat history, and then you will have to access the link.
So recording, and just one clarification, recording which will work for you is the YouTube one. After the meeting is ended, in one day we provide a YouTube link in the chat so that you can check the.
No, but I'm not able to see this link. I don't have this link. Like whenever I'm checking the history of the chat, I don't find this link. So I don't know, maybe it's the access for my account, but I also checked with my colleagues who are also joining the meetings, the weekly meetings. We're all not able to find the links.
Which particular week you are unable to see?
Like I can say like the last 2-3 weeks. Last 2-3 weeks. This is like, because we would like to sometimes watch again the recordings in case we have any questions or any doubts through the week. It would make things clear for us.
Because we can see the chat shared by Nebal on 13th of February, 22nd of February, on 7th, everything there. So the information is being shared in the chat itself.
Yeah, I know, but maybe there's like some issue for us not to be able to
Okay,
view
so
it.
so what I would suggest to you is check for the meeting link for this week. If you are unable to access, then there is some issue or there at your side. So we will be sharing this link within 24 hours. You can check whether you are able to access it or not. So based on that, you will get a clarity where the issue is all about.
All right. In case I couldn't find it or I had some issues, I can send an email to onboarding regarding this point, right?
Yes, yes.
Sure. The third thing I wanted to ask about, we had this issue and we discussed it earlier with Nibal about the abscess file and having the principals sharing with us the EPCIS files in order to be able to receive it through our third-party system. So is there like any new updates on regarding this part or like anything as a substitute to this issue for us?
Sorry to jump in. Hello, everyone. Hello, Bara. I recall that we discussed and we said that you need to figure it out with your vendor, with your customer. I don't recall that we have an action item from our side, correct?
Yeah, I know, but like I also remember that you told us that there will be some new options maybe from Tatmeen where we can view the coming SSCCs before we receive them physically. Like the moment the principal uploaded the file on Tatmeen portal, okay, we should be able to view the SSCs.
But that is already there through the daily report that we are sending to you.
Yeah, but I'm not able to verify
Yes,
the quantity.
that is different. Okay. So that's different from the EPCIS file. What we are activating is that you will be able to verify the products that you will be receiving, even if you haven't received it yet. That is already being worked on.
Yes.
It might take few weeks. I don't have the exact timing, but it will be there soon, available soon.
Yeah, because actually that would help us a lot.
Yes, understood.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bala.
Thank you. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Bala. Iqbal, can you unmute yourself?
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everyone. This is regarding the B2B integration. Yesterday and day before yesterday, I had sent email also. When I'm using receiving event, it is giving unauthorized error for me in the postman also and application also. But I'm able to generate the bearer token using that username and password. Everything is fine, and I did receive event first time. But after that, since 2 days, it is giving me that error. What could be the reason for that?
Okay. Iqbal, you sent an email through Iqbal, right?
Yes, you are right.
And is it yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday, today also I sent an email.
By any chance, do you have the case number, please?
Okay, just hold on. Okay, the case number 019, ending with 019, MN032 4WK.
1 minute. MN
032.
Okay, is it with the BK019?
Yeah, BK019.
1 minute. Yes. Okay. I'm able to see your case now. So what I see is you
It's
are
all under
saying,
production.
okay, so you shared a snapshot where you do not have an authorization to see cost and analytics. So that is what you are asking us?
No, 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 no. When I'm doing
Uh-huh.
the EPSIS transaction, it is giving me unauthorized error in the postman and in the application also. When I'm trying to receive or when I'm trying to unpack event, it's giving that error.
Okay, but we don't have that information in the case number which
No,
you mentioned.
you can see that in the previous history. There is that.
No, the case number doesn't hold that information. It means, why don't you share the error snapshot again, please? Because the case number BK019 doesn't have that. I would ask you to share the error snapshot again along with the B2B user who is facing this issue.
Okay, I shared that one also. Can you check this B2B user? You want that B2B user or the Spock user? You want B2B, right?
I want the B2B user email ID and then the error snapshot. Both, I need both of this information.
Okay, I sent that email through that B2B user itself. Can you check the email ID, please? I will tell the email ID.
Yeah, share that information. We will check and then we will revert on this particular email.
Okay. Okay then.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Bijoy, can you unmute yourself?
Hi, hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Actually, my question number one is the customer's GLN number. Is there any way for us to trace it? So to see whether this is an active one or not. I'm not talking about the business partner, which for us we have a group of company. We have 4 members into that one. There that we can see it. I'm talking about the our customers where we sell our goods to.
No, can you ask your question again? We didn't get your question.
Okay. So basically, is there any way in Tatmeen portal where we can go and trace our customers' GLN number, whether this is active or not? Because we are getting many times error GLN code not found, something like that.
Okay. Once you log into the Tatmeen portal, in the master data, there is a partner display.
Yeah, but that I am checking that one. That is our partners. For example, we are a group of company. We have 4 partners. So that I can see. I'm not talking about those one. I'm talking about the our customers where we sell the goods to. So that is not listed over there.
Okay, so it means that that particular GLN does not belongs to you, right?
Not belongs to us. I mean, belongs to our customer.
Correct. See, when the particular GLN is not belongs to you, you may not be able to see that information via the main portal. Okay. So, if the GLN belongs to you, then the Spock user can able to see that information via master data partner display.
Okay, so that we will have to check with our customer only whether this.
Yes, please. Yes, yeah. You cannot see the data of other customers, so that information is not available. Yeah.
Okay. My question number 2 is like we get an in transit report. Maybe somebody must have asked you this question before. I'm sorry if I'm repeating this. So basically, we are supposed to clear this in transit lines. So we were not able to trace. We are only getting this SSC code. So we have a lot of, past data also we have to clear it. So we are not able to trace this SSC code belongs to which invoice or which shipment. So wherein I believe when our supplier dispatch this in Tatmeen, they are giving an outbound reference number. Is there any way that we can capture that field also into this in transit file, so that we can easily identify which shipment it is and do the receiving or clear that data?
You are suggesting for an additional field or an additional column in the in-transit report, correct?
Correct.
And
Yeah.
what is that particular field or the other column you are expecting from us to add?
It is the outbound reference number of the supplier. I mean.
Oh, okay. At this moment, the in-transit report won't capture such information. If at all this needs to be incorporated, please write an email to us. We will have to get this reviewed internally, and if this gets approved, then we will incorporate and then we'll let you know. At this moment, the in-transit report won't capture the outbound reference numbers.
Okay. I have one more question, please, if you don't mind. So, if we dispatch any shipments or any SSC code in Tatmeen, so it is till it received by the customer, it shows it belongs to us when we verify the product in product verification.
Okay, the product verification, how it works, when you dispatch it successfully, the GLN where the product was got dispatched successfully, that particular user should be able to verify the product.
Yeah, okay. But then what I'm trying to ask is like, how can we how do we make sure that it is dispatched from our end?
No, your question is on the dispatching side, or what is
after we dispatch a shipment or a pallet SSC. So still when we go and do the verification on that SSC, it shows us it is still with us. It is already dispatched. So is there any way that we can trace that it is already successfully dispatched from our end?
Yeah, that is the product verification only, I would say. So if the product is dispatched, then it is that particular item or the product is sold out, right?
Yeah. What message will come in product verification when we do it? Because
Yes. So if you wanted to check that particular status, the only option is you will have to go to the product verification and then give that particular SFCC number and then click on the verify, and then you will be able to get the latest status of that particular SFCC item.
Yeah, but the latest status is still shows with us. It will, I mean, till they receive it, it will show it is with us. This is my question, because
because the dispatch happened at your GLN, so it will show your GLN details only.
But how do we ensure that it is dispatched? This is my question. So
now, if you have triggered the dispatch event, then you should be able to get the response message, say dispatch is success or dispatch is error with so and so reason. So that is the confirmation for you whether the dispatch is success or failure.
So from the message only we'll come to know this is dispatched.
Yes.
Okay, there is no way in the Tatmeen portal will tell us that it is dispatched, right? There's no, I mean.
No, once you trigger the event, you will be getting the response. So, and that response is the confirmation for you whether the item is dispatched successfully or not.
Okay, this message is for the entire outbound reference number, or this message is for each SSC?
This is for the items which you have performed the dispensation.
Yeah, we are every trigger there will be a message, you mean to say?
Yes, whenever you submit that particular dispense report, the dispense reporting on Tatmeen, you should be able to receive that particular notification, whether it is successful or not.
Okay, reference will be the SSC code, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you so much. Shafiq, can you unmute yourself?
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm calling on behalf of Al Sadiq Medicine and Medical Equipment.
Okay.
Actually, we got the GLN certificate. But in that, there is no company prefix.
Okay.
So how can we get this company prefix?
So you meant to say you acquired the information from Brandsync and you received the information without company prefix.
Yeah.
Then I would suggest you better reach out to the Brandsync itself because all the configuration, the registration is being done by the Brandsync. And Brandsync is the one who will be sharing such information to us. So if the information is missing, the company prefix information is missing at Brandsync, then they will have to add it over there.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lebanon, can you unmute yourself? Lebanon? Yes, please.
Hello, you can hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Please, I need to check with you. We have our data matrix in secondary packaging. When we scan it in mobile application, it's recognized normally in packing or unpacking. But when we check it from a product verification, it's not recognized. Is there any issue from our side or from Tatmeen side?
Yes, we remember this particular case that is still in our queue, Lebanon. We are currently working on it. We will get back to you with a proper response on this particular case, hopefully by today, end of the day, or by early tomorrow.
Okay, but please one question. Is there any issue in our data matrix barcode or no?
Sorry, can you come again, please?
Is there any issue on our data matrix code? Because it's normally from packing.
Yeah, at this moment, I cannot confirm on anything because we are trying to check this particular case internally, whether the issue is with the data matrix or is the issue is at the configuration part of the scanner or something else. So we are yet to arrive at a proper conclusion of this particular scenario. So we are aware of this particular case. We will let you know once we complete our review and our analysis on this particular situation.
Which means I should waiting your reply.
Yeah, we will get back to you on this.
Okay. Also, I heard from you before on the product verification, I should scan parent logistic.
Can you ask your question again? I couldn't understand that.
Before I heard from you on the product verification, what I should scan there, the parent logistic unit or the secondary packaging is normal to scan it in the product verification.
The product verification, you can verify the pallets, that is SSCC. If you provide that particular SSCC on the product verification screen, if you click on the verify, you should be able to see the status of that particular SSCC and also the hierarchy on the main portal. So this product verification needs to be performed by the user who has the allocation of that particular GLN. Okay, so only that particular user can verify the product successfully on the Tatmeen portal. I hope this explains you your question.
Okay, one more question. On dates, can we use for expiry date and manufacture date? On days, can we use 00 without putting the day?
No, that is not allowed because there won't be any date with 00.
Okay. The last question for lot number or batch number, can we use only numbers?
Only number in the means without any characters?
Yeah, without any character.
That we are not sure. If you have any such information, drop us an email because I will have to check. We will have to check internally and then we
Sorry,
can share
Bharadwaj,
feedback.
Bharadwaj, let me answer that.
Yeah.
as per the serialization guideline issued by the ministry, it has to be alphanumeric. So whether it's only characters or only numbers, that would work as well. However, special characters are not allowed currently. We are reviewing whether special characters can be allowed. But ideally speaking, it is highly recommended not to use any special characters in the batch number. Whether full numbers, full characters, or a mix of alphanumeric would work as well.
Which is normal, Nepal.
Yes, yes, it's fine.
Okay, we can use only numbers up to 20 character.
I exactly what's mentioned on the serialization guideline, but please review it again and check. We can review it if you want and get back to you, but I don't have it on top of my mind.
Okay, I already reviewed it, Nepal, but I am checking if we can only add numbers or use letters.
Both will work.
Both will work. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, just waiting your reply regarding why it's not working with us, the scanning on product verification. Uh, just waiting your reply by email.
Okay, all right. Is there any further questions, Lebanon?
No, thank you very much.
Thank you. Adil, can you unmute yourself? Adil, can you unmute yourself?
Hello.
Yes, Adil.
Hey, Assalamu alaikum.
Good afternoon.
Sir, I have one question. Sir, we have received one shipment from one of our supplier, and some of our cartons we directly push to our customer. Now, what happen is when the customer have done some events, suppose as a customer is trying to do some packing or unpacking event, they find out that the item that they have physically received are different from whatever is they have received in the portal. That means there is a there difference in the lot number. So, what could be the correct way of, I mean, solving this problem? Either first I have to contact my supplier to correct this issue, or do we have to cancel the entire shipment for what we have shipped to the customer? How can we solve that issue?
Adil, the thing is the process you follow for the physical goods, you will have to follow same thing for reporting on Tatmeen. So that is a replica. So since physically, if you are doing some shipment physically, and that particular goods or items are not available on Tatmeen, means then there is some other gap. Either the item is not reported, or item while reporting there should be some error, or it could be any other reason. Okay. So in your case, since you are saying the physical goods are available, but those items are not showing on Tatmeen, means whether the question is whether the items are reported on Tatmeen. If yes, those are successful or not is something the information which we need from your side.
Sir, is it possible that suppose there were 2, 3 cartons, and
Okay.
it might be possible that when the person has packed it, he packed I mean, he packed the item in the wrong carton, and they have shipped it.
Okay.
But they reported correctly to the Tatmeen. And then now when we receive it, we only receive it through SSCC, right? We didn't unpack it, and the same SSCC we used in our shipping event, and we ship directly to our customer. Now the customer is unpacking it, and he's trying to do the events. That time he came to know that, oh, this item what I am getting physically is different from the item that is it is showing in the portal. So I mean, how can we they were solve this? I'm not getting any idea how to solve it. Do we have to take back all the whole shipment from our customer?
Yeah, got it. See, if during the scenarios, if the commissioning is performed for those items, then you cannot roll back or you cannot amend it. However, if anything, the amending or the cancellation is possible on the for the shipping part. Okay,
Yeah.
so you need to come to a conclusion that where exactly in which particular phase or area this particular discrepancy happened, and then
Okay.
based on that we will have to decide on the feedback. As I said, if the discrepancy happened at commissioning phase, then you may not be able to amend or cancel the items which are already commissioned on that particular shipment permit.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
If the discrepancy happened at shipping phase, then based on the request files submitted and then the current status on that particular day, we will have to verify our system and then we can confirm the feedback, whichever is suitable for your scenario on that particular day.
Oh, okay. Okay, sir. Okay.
So the thing is, if you see such kind of a scenarios, you will have to reach us along with the request XMLs if it is done through the B2B. If it is done through the file upload, you will have to share us the CSV file uploads, and then along with the instance identifier where we can verify the current status and what best we can do, we can inform you.
Okay.
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 Okay. Thank
Thank you.
Okay.
Akran, can you unmute yourself, please?
Yeah. Hi, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
So I just had a small query. Where can we access recordings of these meetings?
You're asking about the recording of this meeting?
Yeah.
These recordings are available in the chat, and our team members are posting the meeting meeting recordings within the 24 hours of completion of this particular call. You can very well explore the chat history, and then you can the recordings of this meeting.
It is posted in the chat and not the website?
This is posted on the chat, and that link is connected to the YouTube.
Okay.
Not on the website. Website means, are you saying about Tatmeen.ae?
Yeah.
No, Tatmeen.ae doesn't hold the meeting recordings. You will have to check the chat history, and that link is would be reflecting on the YouTube, please.
May I know the YouTube name, channel name?
No, it's a normal YouTube. There is no specific channel name.
Okay, fine. And I can access the previous meetings recordings also on the YouTube, right?
Yes, I would suggest you check the chat history where you will see the links, and depending upon you can and based on that you can access the links.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Okay. So that's all for today. We don't have any further questions. We will be winding up this particular session. See you everyone in the next session. We will be sharing the meeting recording in next 24 hours from now. Thanks, Mustafa and Nibal. Thank you.
Thank you, Bharadwaj. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.